Hey everybody, Jazzy here. Welcome to another Don't Starve Together guide. And today I am joined by my very good friend, Sam.
Hello.
Kind of hard to see him from behind the disguise, but that is Sam behind that disguise, who knows a lot more about this game than I do, and also does a very good YouTube channel, to which you should all subscribe. So today we're experimenting with farms, right? I've been playing a lot as Wurt, who can't eat meats. So I've been doing a lot of farming, if only just to work out like all the options I have for feeding her. So, okay, there are two ways you can farm in the game. You can plant pretty much any seeds you find into a farm, right? And you get a crop selected from this loot table with a bunch of crops with varying levels of rarity. Or you can plant crop-specific seeds so that you can control which crops you get, right? And you get these specific seeds by feeding crops to a bird in a bird cage. Now, when you give a crop this way, Sam, you got some dragon fruit on you?
Shall I feed it to the bird?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Okay, so when you sacrifice a crop this way, so the bird will give you a guaranteed one seed of that crop type. And there's also 50% chance of getting a second seed of the crop type. So for example, if you give a bird like 10 carrots, you can expect on average to get like 15 carrot seeds back. So say you got 20 farms and you want to keep 20 seeds for the next harvest, you can expect to give up about 66% of your crops back to the bird just to keep enough specific seeds for your next harvest, right? I think this is kind of abysmal, and the drop rate should probably be better, but it is what it is. Now, I don't think it's debatable that dragon fruit is probably the best crop you can get from farms for health and hunger, because you can cook it with like 3 twigs into a crock pot into dragon pie, which gives you more health and hunger than any other single crop. But if you're going for dragon fruit only, you're going to be given 66% of your dragon fruit back to the bird. So the question of the day is 33% of a dragon fruit crop better than 100% of a generic crop? And I'm asking this now because Warley brought in a ton of new crops, and some of them are pretty good for healing. So here's the experiment. We each get 25 farm plots. I'm going to plant regular seeds, and Sam is going to do dragon fruit. After each harvest, we're going to compare our crops after Sam feeds the bird back up to 25 dragon fruit seeds, and then we run the numbers on the total health and hunger harvested. Sounds like a plan?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Let's do it.
You want me to applied horticulture these up?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right.
Did I get a dragon fruit? Nope. Not a 1.
All right. So
All right,
25 dragon fruits to the assortment of things that you got.
Okay, I have 2 asparagus, 5 corn, 4 toman root, 3 carrots. Did not do super well on the rare crops. All right, let me grind these numbers and see how much we got for health and hunger values. Oh, and Sam's gonna start feeding the dragon fruit back to get himself back up to 25 seeds.
25 dragon fruits, and 33% of 25 is 8.3. That means I get to keep 8 of the dragon fruits, and I gotta feed the rest if I want my crop to be slightly larger than it was last time.
Okay, so and I should mention some other things. For the process of this experiment, I'm going to assume that I cook all the crops where the cooked versions offer better value. So that includes basically every crop except for corn, peppers, and watermelons.
Yep.
If I get a dragon fruit, we'll assume that I make it into a dragon pie. And I'm not going to be eating peppers if I'm testing for health restoration, because that would kind of defeat the point of restoring health. Anyways, we tallied the numbers, and it looks like my crop would provide, let's see, 267 healing and about 531 hunger. Versus Sam's 8 dragon fruit, you said? Would provide 600 hunger and 320 health. So dragon pie wins out on that one for sure. That said, I had a pretty crummy harvest, and Sam had a pretty nice one, and he got more dragon fruit seeds back than he expected. So I want to do this again. Can we do this one more time?
Sure.
Awesome.
You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Damn.
Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh, right, it makes the trees go too. Still no dragon fruit. Damn, that's a lot of corn. I mean, carrots. The orange things, they're carrots, Jazzy. Yeah, this is kind of another crap harvest. I want another shot. I feel like this isn't gonna be very fruitful for me. Literally, 'cause there's like one fruit.
I see what you did there.
You know, I never knew. I didn't realize this until looking at my own guide a million times. But tomatoes last longer when cooked, and they're the only crop that does that.
Also, I believe corn does.
Oh, corn lasts
Yeah.
longer. Oh, because it's popcorn. Right.
Yeah.
This is probably the most efficient use of a lazy forager. Picking up random seeds.
Okay, I've had a mildly lucky crop there.
All right, how many dragon fruit you got?
27 dragon fruits.
And how many dragon fruit you got left over?
And 8 dragon fruits left
Okay,
over.
so same as last time.
Yeah, same as
320 health and 600 hunger. Versus my crops, 230 health and 450 hunger. Pretty bad. That was pretty bad. I want to do one more round because this was just an abysmal crop. I want to see what it looks like when I get an absolute like stellar crop. Yep, do your magic.
Blam.
Still no dragon fruit. Lots of potatoes. 1 pumpkin. Looks like maybe 2 rares in that one. All right, let's see how we did. So you got 27 dragon fruit seeds back from, and then you still have 8 dragon fruit left over.
Yep.
So same, 320 health, 600 hunger. This time it was actually the best crop for healing, but not the best crop for hunger. I got 278 health and 521 hunger.
Nice.
Still, well, nice, yes, but still far below dragon fruit performance. So it looks like from these few tests, it is pretty clear that dragon fruit is winning out pretty much every time. At this point, I should probably mention that Sam and I had actually previously combined our nerd powers. We ran the numbers on a 1,000 crop harvest, just using, assuming the return on each crop based on their loot table percentages. For example, carrots, they are 15.8%, so we'd assume 158 out of 1,000 generic crops. And even in high numbers, farming for dragon fruit is 1 out every time after sacrificing 667 dragon fruit back to the bird. That 333 dragon fruit beat out 1,000 generic crops every time. I don't know if you would consider this considerable, but the total hunger outcome was 20% better, and total health was almost 30% better. Yeah, dragon fruit is definitely worth farming according to the numbers. Now, there are a lot of factors that we have not taken into account here. What do you think, Sam? Is dragon fruit worth farming?
I would say that there is some value in farming dragon fruit in the very, very late game. But personally, I would prefer, if playing as Wurt, and thus being confined to vegetarianism, I would mostly use Fistful of Jam or Ratatouille for hunger, and I would mostly use jelly beans or trail mix
or
healing.
blue caps.
Or blue caps, yeah.
Or the two non-food healing items.
Yeah, and if not playing as Wurt, then I would probably mostly use meaty stew and either jelly beans or pierogi.
Yeah, because the thing with any character other than Wurt, you got to look at generic crops as potential filler for meat recipes, which are way more efficient in terms of healing and hunger, generally speaking. In other words, a single corn, you can throw that into a pierogi recipe, and it just shoots the efficiency way up. Similarly, with any other veggies, you can throw those into a meatball dish or a meaty stew recipe, and you just get way more hunger for the value of the crop. Yeah. So this really applies to Wurt specifically.
You can get a very efficient generation of hunger and healing out of a dragon pie farm once it's set up. It's just the time that it takes to create a setup that's efficient.
Yeah, so many resources.
It's so long compared to other methods.
Each of these improved farms is 6 poop and 10 grass and 4 rocks.
Yeah.
So it definitely takes time collecting all the resources to build a farm this size, and also you gotta figure the time spent feeding this bird, because with larger crop sizes, it will end up taking a lot longer to refill your seed supply back to the size of your crop farm. So yeah, all that being said, I have definitely been growing dragonfly.
Delicious dragon fries.
Spicy fries. That sounds amazing, Clay. Please fix. No, I've been farming dragon fruits on the Endless server while playing as Wurt, because at this point I've been playing for a while. I've got a larger base. I've got bundles, and I'm able to just stockpile dragon pies and use that as my only really needed source of hunger and healing. So for me it's just more convenient to grow dragon pies. But yeah, in my early playthrough as Wurt, I was definitely relying more on stuff that could be foraged, like berries, blue caps, lichen from the ruins. I mean, there's so many options for Wurt. Yeah, I think that's probably all that needs to be said. I hope that provides enough information for you to make your own decision when selecting how to feed this little bugger. You got anything else you want to say, Sam?
The game is amazing. Try it out.
Hell yeah. All right, well, thank you very much for joining me on this guide, Sam, and thank you for everyone for watching, and we will see you next time.